From the Brockville Museum, Veronica Vareiro, who is the registrar down there, she's joining us today. We're going to be talking about preserving heirlooms, you know, all those pictures that you have and all those other things that mean a lot to you and you want to keep them. Well, this is the show you should be watching then. Veronica, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, hey, it's our pleasure. So I have all kinds of photos at home.
Yes.
And I put them in a little small tote.
Mm-hmm.
Will they keep or will they discolor?
There's a lot of factors you got to consider. Is what is your tote made out of? Is it plastic?
Yes.
Is it the proper plastic?
Oh.
What is your photos encased in? Are they in envelopes? So there's a lot of factors you got to consider, especially with photographs. They tend to deteriorate quickly if they're not preserved correctly. So it's also where are you storing it? Is it in your basement, in your attic, which is no-nos? Or, you know, in a place that your humidity and your environment are not fluctuating. So a bedroom, a closet.
So what you're telling me is I'm going to lose all my photos. Okay.
No.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about the workshops that the museum is going to be presenting. And how many are there?
So there are 3.
Okay.
So the first one is on April 27th.
Yes.
So that will be talking about documents and books for that one.
Now, would that be like older books that has been passed down from, you know, from one family to the next family member to the next family member, or generations actually?
Yeah, it can be that book. Even recent books, if you want to, you know, start taking care of them now, and so they don't get spine damage, for example, or abrasion from always taking them off of a shelf or not. So it kind of applies to all books.
Okay, all right, yes. And what time?
So they run from 1 to 3. So it's 2-hour workshops.
All right.
So we're looking to do a little bit of talking in the beginning, and then at the second half, we'll do a demonstration, and then we'll have a hands-on activity that people can do.
And your next one would be?
So the next one is May
25th?
25th, there we go.
Yeah,
May 25th. So they're the last Wednesdays of the month.
Okay.
So May 25th, so that one would be photographs.
That's the one I should be attending.
Which is a popular one. And then the last one is in June, 29th, I believe. So that one is textiles. So garments, quilts.
Oh, quilts, yes. All right.
So things typically people have at home that they want to preserve or have been passed down.
Or like a wedding dress.
Or wedding dress,
something
exactly.
along that line.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. What did you bring with you here today?
So this is one of the pieces that we have in our collection. So it's a Lindsay painting, which is a local artist.
Yes.
So this is something, it's a little bit more protected because it's in long-term storage at the museum, and we want to preserve it for many, many years. So this one just has a mat board. So certain terms that we need to look for is acid-free, lignin-free. Those are the types of things that let you know that this is safe for your objects.
Oh, okay.
And then this is just acid-free paper, tissue paper. And what I just did is...
So there's different types of tissue paper out there then?
Yes. So you don't want to do the tissue paper that you wrap your gifts with. Right. So they have to be acid-free tissue paper. Okay. And then it's just lightly wrapped and protected. We do have certain ones that have a different insert. For example, there's ones that we have with Mylar plastic, which is a safe polyester plastic.
All right.
And it's just determined based on what your material is made out of. So if it was, for example, this is a watercolor, but if it was a pastel, I would do it this way and not with the Mylar, because the Mylar, the way it keeps things intact is with an electric kind of static. So because the pastel is very friable material, so you touch it, it will come off in your fingers. You don't want that, right?
No, you don't.
So you keep it here. We just tuck it, and then
acid-free tissue paper inside of a
acid-free mat board.
Mat board.
So this is the board. You have mats around your frame. It just doesn't have the cutout.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this what you would be teaching in the workshop?
So it won't go to this extent.
All right.
But there will be for the certain topics, so the paper and documents, we'll do an encapsulation, which is what we'll do with the Mylar.
Okay.
So we'll encapsulate a document. And then the photograph will make a 4-flap kind of encase out of also an acid-free paper. And it would just be like a 4-flap folder for photos. And then textiles, we're going to do a padded hanger. So for certain objects that can be hung, so the shoulders are strong enough to hold itself, then there's padded hangers that you can do.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I just, as I said, put my photographs in a tote.
Yeah, well, you'll learn. If you come to the workshop, you'll learn.
So, okay, what is the cost of the workshops?
Yeah, so they are, if you're just interested in one workshop, they're $20.
Yes.
If you're interested in doing the full series, the 3 workshops, they're $50.
And they start at what time?
1 o'clock.
Until
3.
Until 3, so the 2 hours?
Yep.
Is there anything at home, like we're talking acid-free here, is there anything at home that people can actually use to like my photographs? Is there something that I can use at home that should protect them a little bit better as opposed to the acid-free, because I'd have to go out and buy the acid-free tissue paper, right?
Yeah, so you could use plastic totes. You just have to make sure it's the right type of plastic.
Oh, all right.
You also need to see the condition of your photos. So you could do stuff at home. There are places that you can get acid-free that are not, museum specialized places.
Yes.
So like Michael's sometimes have it. Amazon. You just have to be careful, make sure that it's saying the right terms that you're looking for. But the best thing is to put it in acid-free boxes that are specialized for photos and all that.
And it will keep them.
And it will keep them.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right. There's a lot to remember.
Well, you get a little pamphlet when you come, and it has all these little details and information. So
all these little tips and everything.
All these little tips and tricks.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good, because I would need that. I'd need to walk away with it. I'd forget everything that you told me. So the workshops are for 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Will the people that participate, will they be able to see things that you have, like you've brought this today? Will you be using and have different things that you will be showing the people how to preserve things?
Yeah, so the second half of the workshop is a hands-on thing. So we'll be, they could bring something in if they want to, and that's something that I will talk to those that register for certain sizes that they can bring.
Yes.
And we'll go through and create something for that piece. And then at the end, they also get a behind-the-scenes tour of our collection rooms.
Really?
Yeah, so if they come to the photos and documents, we'll go to the archives, and they can see kind of how we preserve back there. If they come to the textiles, we'll go to our textile collection, and then photographs is also the archives.
That's kind of neat, because, they get, as you say, behind-the-scenes look, because that's not something that public gets to see.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
They get to come a little bit into my world.
Why do you like this idea of taking artifacts and making sure that they are preserved?
It's just something that's, you can simply just put it into something a bit better material, and it'll last longer, right? It's just little tiny bits of details and information that someone might not know that they can easily just implement it, and they can save, their family Bible, they can save their wedding dress, they can save, a military jacket. It's just important to keep those
or grandma's
memories.
Quilt, right?
Or grandma's quilt, exactly,
yeah. So it doesn't have all these moth holes in it.
Yes, no mothballs. Do not use mothballs.
How do people sign up?
Yeah, so you can call the museum, or you can go to our website and grab my information there. So my phone number, my extension. You can send me an email, and then you can just register, and we'll get your name on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you'll be talking with them to find out exactly, what if they are going to bring anything.
Yeah, exactly. If they want to, great. I'll give them the measurements that we require, and if they don't, we do always have stuff at the museum that they can kind of play with.
Good. Yeah. Well, thank you for sitting down with me,
you.
Veronica. This is interesting, and yes, I really should be attending. Indeed. So thanks ever so much for bringing this in and showing it.
No problem. Thank you.